action going down here at Pig's Peak. Let's go and see what Neil has to say.
Well, we've got a special handout for Ilya. Sandy is going to hand that to him because we have the photograph of his winning hand. We're going to do a few photo opportunities, sir. Congratulations. Looking nice and relaxed like a defending championship. Well done. Ilya, by the way, has never missed an All Africa, so he deserves a double round of applause. The defending champion and one of our loyal poker players. Ilya, congratulations. Right. Shot, mate. Play well. Defend nicely.
Back to the feature table we go. Lots more action to be seen here at All Africa.
Lots of action between muscle-bound heroes and fashion-challenged heroes. Not so heroic.
Let's be politically correct about the way we say things here, Dave.
Well, I'm not sure if the comments are politically correct, but the fashion sense is politically incorrect, I'd say. We have Handlebar McGee from the FBI.
Could have been in Starsky and Hutch with that moustache.
We have next to him Paisley Orange Beacon Man. He'll let go.
Colin.
And we have Candy Floss Johnson. Candy Floss Johnson O'Neil with the jacks.
1-4 total. 1-4 total.
How good a hand is jacks, Dave?
Well, the pair of jacks, to be honest with you, is they say there's 3 ways to play jacks, Caitlin, and they're all wrong. It's the kind of hand that you can do well to flat call and get away from cheaply if the board comes unfriendly. It's a good hand to raise and be up against maybe one player and hopefully not see an unfriendly board and get a pot going. And the third way is just to fold him, which is usually the way I just choose.
The safest way.
1-1.
Right, so it's Gareth Anthony. Cool. He'll come along as well with Queen 10, which is also quite a popular hand at this table. And Van der Westhuizen will come along with the Ace-7 offsuit. So it's all kinds of, well, pretty premium stuff. The board comes Queen 7-7 now.
That kind of gives everybody a little piece of the action except for O'Neil, who started off with the best hand.
Okay, so those jacks as usual have died. And Van der Westhuizen, who with an Ace-7, which at the time of looking at them initially probably didn't look too favourable, now finds 3 7s.
What's the best play here, Dave, to check or to bet?
Well, I think from what I could tell, Anthony has actually led out with his queen. So Van der Westhuizen did well just to call. He's disguising his hand somewhat, I suppose. And he also gets a call from Harris with a queen, so he gets a little bit more money by calling there. But I think that now these guys will check because of Van der Westhuizen's flat call. And now you'll see Van der Westhuizen try to protect against those hearts, and he'll try to value his hand. But he's just moved it all in with 3 7s. This is interesting.
Ship the baby.
What I like about the ship here is, you know, if you had 3 7s, would you really ship it? It actually almost disguises your hand. You might find that you'll lose your customers by shipping too many chips in the middle, and the guys will be too scared to call for all this money. But also at the same time, if the guy has got a queen, which Harris and Anthony do, they'll think to themselves, why is this guy shipped it in if he's got a 7? So
red lights are blazing.
The red lights are in because Van der Westhuizen has shipped it. Now Gareth Anthony will be asking himself that exact question. Does this guy actually have a 7 here? Why has he shipped it?
But he could also be thinking that he might be outkicked on the queen. Van der Westhuizen could have ace queen or king queen.
Whatever he's thinking, he's got the man to ask himself a question. And if Anthony does call, he is going to get the most amount of money he could possibly get because, well, it'll be effectively a double up. Anthony can't let go of this queen. The red lights are going. Anthony just doesn't want to let go of this queen. Van der Westhuizen's play has really confused him here.
How do you think his heart's feeling at this point?
Well, I think he'll be somewhat flustered, but I think if anything, once the money goes in, you're kind of relaxed. But now, yes.
I think I might have dropped a bit now that he sees how far behind he is.
The heart will basically be through the floor, if anything. So that's it. He only needs a queen now. He's got 1 of 2 queens to win this hand. He's in deep trouble. The ace won't do it. And Van der Westhuizen will fill up And he looks very satisfied.
Very healthy pot for him to win.
Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy pot. That's the way I like to live.
If only
Caitlin.
it was that easy.
Yeah. I don't think I've actually got one of the three, to be honest with you. Anyway, so now it's nines for O'Neil. And one thing about O'Neil, he's been playing a lot of pots, but he's pretty much come along with pretty premium stuff. The deck has been pretty friendly for him.
Well, I have to just interrupt there and say I'm quite shocked that Gordon Harris has actually folded this hand. He's not playing. It makes you wonder what on earth he could have had.
Rewind. It can't be true. Gordon Harris could not have folded. Has he really folded, Caitlin?
He's actually not in the hand, and I think he's quite lucky because he would have walked into an absolute monster here with our FBI agent. He's got kings undercover there.
Now, Handlebar McGee over here has got a pair of cowboys, second best hand pre-flop, and looks very, very good at this stage.
Especially against 7, 6 and 9s.
Well, now Zlati has got a pair of snowmen. He will make a call looking to spike an 8 and hopefully bust off a big hand. How will O'Neil play these 9s now?
It's not very often that you get 3 players at one table with pockets in their hand.
Yeah, it's not very often, and usually it's a situation that if you have pairs that are pretty premium or at least middle kind of pairs and you get too aggressive with them and you walk into monsters, you spend a lot of money. So let's hope that O'Neil doesn't make that mistake. Oh, he doesn't look like he's counting out the calling chips here. I mean, he did raise and Gerson put in a re-raise, but this doesn't look like he wants to just make a call here. So this could spell certain doom here for O'Neil if he gets too aggressive with his hand.
Looks like he's counting out quite a lot of chips, so he's looking to call and make a re-raise, which could be a very bad move for him.
O'Neil could be oh no here.
Re-raise.
Yep, he's announced re-raise.
It's O'Neil.
And that is a very unsmart play. Unsmart?
Well, I don't know. It might not be a terrible. It's just that he's in the hand with kings. If there weren't kings in the hand, it would be a great move.
Well, he's now picked on Gerson here, and Gerson is obviously not going to let go of these kings. This could be all the money here for Gerson. And O'Neil may have put himself in a position where he has to auto-call it pretty much from a mathematical point of view because there's just so much money in the middle. Gerson doesn't look like he's got much more than the re-raise at this point.
And there's still a player after him, so...
Yeah, well, I think you'll see Dobby leave in a hurry at this point.
Hopefully.
He'll know that these 8s are no good in this spot.
Taking a very long time.
Well, he's put the baby in, so the red lights will come along as they usually do when the Germans attack.
And it illuminates Latko's shirt wonderfully there.
It does, Caitlin.
The red and the orange just go fantastically
His
together.
eyes also pop a little bit. I think. Anyway, so it's Dobby who's sitting back with his arms folded. I thought he would be auto-folding this, seeing as though he can't think 8's on any good spot here, but so much value you'll say, which makes no difference if you've got 8's and you're drawing pretty much dead.
What does he mean when he talks about value?
Well, there's a lot of money out there, and he obviously hasn't got a lot of money in front of him, so if he puts his money in here and he does manage to miracle an 8, he'll pick up, well, more than a triple up at this point, so that's what he means by value, but he'll let go, and Achneer, oh no, O'Neil will call with 9s, and he is in desperately terrible shape.
Oh, that's strong.
Why does Mortimer always look like he's about to...
He's a bit of a jack in the box. I don't think he likes sitting down.
I think Mortimer might be a bouncer. He looks like somebody that controls things.
Maybe him and Neville will be a team.
Well, that's a very terrible flop for O'Neil because if the diamond arrives now, it's all over. And it does arrive on the turn, kill the story, game, set, match. No 9s can help you when you've already made the nut flush.
And just to rub it in, he gets his set on the turn. On the river, sorry.
Yeah. Third king did arrive, but at that point it was basically irrelevant. He made the nuts on the turn, and that's a very nice, healthy pot.